Thank
I
you.
know that Kathy has to go and she needs to hear the rest of this. Yeah.
Can I just,
Yes,
can I
yes.
just make a suggestion? I don't know if you can see this.
Yes.
This is a coaster
Uh-huh.
that was a picture this was a group of people who I worked with when I worked in Wayne County. So every superintendent got 4 of these. And if you go on Vistaprint, these
Yeah.
cost $4.13 for 4 of them. If we took a picture of
Yes.
that thingy that what am I trying to say?
Bag tag.
Yeah, the bag tag,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
maybe placed it on something like this, that would be a pretty cheap option.
That's great. I use them all the time. That's where our postcards came from. That's real easy to do.
Yeah,
And that, so we would just get the bag tags for our current members and then have the $4.
set of
Vistaprint.
4 of these. This is real. I mean, I know
It's great.
it's fun to have to own
It's
own
really
it. It's got
nice.
the date on it. Just
Yeah.
a thought. So
What do
that-
y'all think of that? I like that idea. What do you, not that I'm trying to.
Fine.
I'd rather have the coaster than the bag tag.
Would you take both?
Here's 2.
Pay extra.
Okay. Well, I think that I know she'll go along with the cost of 75 coasters, you know, and then 38 bag tags so that everybody will get a coaster and our current members will get a bag tag. Good.
Wait a
I'm
second.
so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it was
That's
it's funny because I'm
beautiful.
just sitting here thinking,
Yes.
oh, wait, this was a neat thing to have. So
And you know, the back of Radrick's bag tag, not Radrick's, U of M's, is this
Yeah.
lovely picture. I think the pictures are wonderful, and I think the women would really appreciate it that are coming back. Yeah.
well, and then you could put down at the bottom here, this says WCSSA, May 2011.
Mhm.
This could be Radrick Women's
Oh, yeah.
50th or,
50th, yes,
whatever.
yes,
And then put the dates.
Beautiful.
Um,
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Everybody like that? Don't let me sway you that I'm so excited.
it's a lot cheaper.
That's a great compromise.
So do we all get 1 coaster or do we get 4 coasters?
Well, I
It's-
just was on Vistaprint while we were talking because
Mhm.
I had a feeling they came from Vistaprint. And I've got the website. I don't know how to share my thing, but it
Oh, I can
says
share.
here-
I can share you, I
Yeah.
think. Let's see. Multiple participants can share. Okay.
All right, so let me see.
Do you have share screen at the bottom of your?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get here,
Okay.
try this.
While you're getting that,
Yeah,
I'm going to move into kind of jump into the financial part of it. Because Kathy is going to handle collecting and depositing all the reservation money for the current members and for the guests. She will have our Cheddar Up account ready. And she will also deposit checks. She's going to keep, Kathy, you want to talk a little bit about it? She's muted. Let me unmute her. Are you unmuted, Kathy?
Yep.
There you go.
I hope so. I think I'm unmuted.
We hear you now.
The intent was to keep the event revenue and costs are literally going to be a standalone item so that it's a little clearer for all the folks, the powers to be. The Cheddar Up will allow us to take credit cards, and that's going to be done via email to all the members and whomever. An email is sent, there'll be a link, and you click in. It's all secure, and they'll put in their email address, and they can use a credit card to pay for the specific event.
Mhm.
There's a slight fee for Cheddar Up to be able to handle those credit cards, and that'll be paid by each of the persons using the credit card. Once that's all been done, then the proceeds get transferred over to the checking account. It's pretty straightforward.
Mhm. And the little fee is not much more than a postage stamp. So you know, if you opt to
Yeah,
use the,
I want to say it might be 2%, which,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of people now, when you're paying by credit card,
Mhm.
they're somewhat used to paying that extra
Mhm.
cost.
Okay.
So hopefully people are fine with that.
And as the RSVPs come in, I'm asking that they come in by June 7th. As they come in, I will contact that individual and say, we're glad you're coming. Look forward to seeing you. We will want a check in advance or the online account, and I'll give them the information where to send it, what to write and everything. So that should be coming in. The postcards won't get mailed out for about a week, so they're only going to get about 3 weeks to reply once they get the postcard. So we'll see. And as I mentioned to Stephanie a little while ago, as we were getting online, the $20 each is not just for food. It's food, gratuities, the postage that we have incurred, and the cost of the printing the postcards. So that's probably about about, I would say maybe $5 out of every $20 will offset those printing and postage costs. And do you have your screen with your
You
Vista?
know, I do, but I cannot get it to share.
Okay. I'm not sure if
So
did it right
it's
either.
probably, I misspoke, although they are a great deal cheaper than what I had shared, but it,
Okay.
so if you look in, are you in Vistaprint or
Uh,
were you gonna look at, you don't have to,
Let me make sure that Kathy's good to go and she has all the information she needs. And
I
the,
think so.
okay, I will write the 50% deposit check to the U of M catering, grill. And that's due 5 days before the event, 50% of it. And so by then, that's the 16th of June. By then we should have a really good idea of the revenue we have to work with and what the cost will be. Yeah, Stephanie.
Question, help me with the timing here. So today's the 10th.
Mhm.
And you said the cards won't go out for a week, which is the 17th.
17th. Mhm.
And then at that point, people who receive them will know whether they want to attend or not,
Mhm.
right? So 17, 24, 31. Okay, so they will have, okay. I see
think
the
there's
3
enough
weeks.
time for them to reply.
Okay.
And the 7th is still 2 weeks before the event. So, I think
Yeah.
we'll have a pretty good idea of the attendance by then.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
so the Vistaprint that I can't figure out how to share my screen.
Okay, let me see if I can get on.
I have to get
Vistaprint.
into my system preferences and
Okay.
release something and it
Hang
doesn't
on.
make sense, so.
Okay. Let me go back to Zoom. And now I'm going to share my screen. And here's Vistaprint. Okay, and let me move you guys
Type in
over.
coasters where search, it really,
Labels, stickers, packaging, marketing materials.
under search, up there in the search,
Okay.
it's easiest,
Posters.
I think, yeah.
Paper and photo.
Photo, it's the photo
Photo
one.
coasters.
And
Okay.
I think there's 25% off somewhere here too.
Yeah, I
so-
saw like a 40% off somewhere.
Yeah.
but not-
So it looks like you can order 40 for $149.
Okay. And Radrick will pick that up. She says
Oh.
with confidence.
Go get them.
I think there's an advantage to having a really young new person.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
that's great. But would you say that there would be, oh, I don't want to chat. Hang on a minute.
If you
Um,
hit upload design, you can see what you just, it's pretty
Sure.
simple.
Yeah, there are
Get a
options to
picture and
use
then-
for the
yeah.
designs. You could put your own in there. It's very easy to use. I use this all the time.
Yep.
Yes, Stephanie.
Yeah, go back to the pricing. I don't think we have the pricing right.
Okay.
No, I said I misspoke it before. I think I said. I thought it
Quantity
was four
4 at $4. So
a
yeah,
unit.
So it's $16.
For four,
four.
correct.
mhm.
Exactly.
Well,
So if we order 40, each one is $375.
Mhm,
Correct.
mhm.
About $150.
Yeah. Mhm.
Martha,
Yes.
I'm holding in my hand that came in the package of the postcards, a
Uh-huh.
coupon for $20 off any order of $100 or more.
There you go.
So, and it expires in September.
Oh, perfect.
So,
Don't
and
lose
this
it.
order would be
Mhm.
over $100,
Mhm.
so
Great.
minus 20 right here.
Great. Yes. Great. Great. Awesome.
Okay,
It might
so-
be there's a coupon code called graduation that ends June 11th. Now, it says graduation essentials. I don't know if this would count as that. but-
Well, I think that I think probably the one we got with our postcard order is probably pretty good too. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can use
yeah.
2 coupons, but yeah, and I'm ordering I did order postcards again. And I actually ordered them expedited because I realized I got to get this going. And so that cost $40 this time. The original postcards cost like $39. This cost $5 more. Was it 40 something? So yeah, so there are probably more coupons coming too. But I don't think we need to worry too much about the pennies and the coupons truly, because this is a lot cheaper than the bag tags, I'm sure. And I think would be much appreciated. My only question is, do you think we would want everybody to get 4 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them? What do you think?
I don't think we can afford more than one each.
1 each for
Who-
100.
Who are you talking about one each? You talking
Just the
about
guests.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do we want one for also for current members?
I
as
think
well?
the guests, I think.
Yes,
you
for
could-
sure. And then, if we want for current members too, it's going to be much more than 40 people. It'd be, let me see if I can go back up there. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah,
Okay.
For 80, if you ordered 80, it'd be $300. Double it.
Yeah, okay.
There's no break
it'll
on the.
no
per
break?
unit cost, no.
Okay, okay. Let me talk with Kelsey and, if they can handle that, if Frederick can do it, then a coaster for everybody. And, oops, sorry, I get this all the time. And a bag tag for current members.
I think that's a good plan.
I do too. Everybody gets something useful. Okay, and the budget, it's in flux as soon as we know how many are coming and how many have paid, and Kathy's handling all that. She's actually pioneering this so that we can use it when she's treasurer next year. Okay, the cheddar up. So I'm gonna stop my screen sharing. Okay. Invitations we've covered. Budget we've talked about. It's going to be a separate event account in our checking account so that we don't mix it up with our dues and all that. We want to account for what we took in and what we spent on this event. I wanted Karen to talk about a plaque. Let me see if I can text her. Do you know that Radrick has given her $500 to make have a plaque made
Wow.
for the legacy room? And I'm not really in this loop at all. And what I heard from Karen is going to be a surprise. Has anybody heard more about it than that?
You mean the plaque is a surprise?
Well, the
design?
design, what's
Uh,
going to be on it. Sometimes it's easier to do it that way.
Yeah.
Hope we like it. Okay, let me text Karen.
Well, if it's a surprise, she's probably not going to tell us anything.
That's true. Okay. 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 And then the last thing really is a plaque. I mean, not a plaque, gosh, never mind. The menu. Stephanie and I
Menu.
went over there and talked with Danielle Coleman. Stephanie brought her menus and choices. So share what you yummy.
Well, I brought them and we discussed them, and then I threw out my papers, figuring that Danielle was going to be sending us over email her proposal,
Mhm.
and I have not received that. I don't know if you have, Martha.
No, I have not. This is all we had to go by was this
Yeah.
list that.
And of
was-
course, mine's in the recycle.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so what Danielle said is we're gonna have half of the indoor area. If those of you are familiar with the grill at U of M Petrovich Grill, the seating area, there's actually a partition which pulls out from the wall and goes towards the golf course. And we can have the side that's away from the bar
Mhm.
and the little seating area. So we can have the indoors and then it opens to the outdoor. So you can, and we'll put the food on the inside in case the weather doesn't cooperate.
Mhm.
So we'll have a little buffet table. Then you can mingle and talk to your friends. We'll have tea and, yeah, iced tea and water that you can get from the little vases. I don't know what they're called,
Mhm.
servers. And then there will be beer and wine available. People can purchase their own. And so we're gonna have platters, a cheese platter, a fruit platter, and a meat platter, right? I don't
Yeah.
remember, is that the other?
Yeah, I
Yes.
didn't
three-
take notes when you were doing that at the meeting. But there are
Yeah.
there's a vegetable platter, charcuterie board that has meats,
Oh,
cheese,
charcuterie,
charcuterie, yeah, and
Yeah.
fruit. And then there are some individual hors d'oeuvres that Stephanie's looking at, if it's doable. And those were,
Yeah. Do I remember?
I just
do
remember
you
deviled
what they
eggs. I just remember deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs,
Mhm.
a mushroom and something else. And
Yeah,
then we also added a beef. And I think there were 4 different,
yeah.
appetizers.
I've got it here. Oh, the
Yeah.
beef is cold. It's a Tuscan beef crostini. Flank steak,
yeah,
anyway,
they're all,
yeah.
yeah,
And
they're
that-
all cold.
that's- Yeah.
Cold.
And we're gonna go big, and then as we find out we don't have the money, we'll then go reduce. The medium platters serve only 25 guests, so I'm wondering if those are gonna be big enough.
I think we upped it to a large platter.
Mhm.
And then we
And
said,
those run 120, basically 100, on average 130. So if you get 3 of them, that's 300 and some dollars. Yeah. So we'll work on that. But and then there'll be the U of M League did a cake, and if with like 50th or something on the cake, if that's cheaper than those Block M cookies, we might want to think about a cake too, instead of cookies.
yeah,
But we'll see.
well, we could certainly get a cake decorated at Costco, which would feed.
I'm not sure you can bring it in. I think the U of M League tried to
Oh.
do that, and they
That's-
don't let you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know. I think it was Beth Ann Vaughn was in charge of it over there last year, and she wanted to bring in the cheese trays and everything. And they said no, because she said she could get them cheaper at Costco, but you can't do that. So also we will have some wait staff involved who will be, picking up the empty plates and that sort of thing, at least one person. So that's part of the charge, and there's a gratuity. So we need a lot of people to come and cover this. Or we'll, will be very easy to reduce, and we'll have a real good idea by about the 10th of June. If we need more or if we need less. So I think that's going well. Is
And
there-
we also talked about having no set program. But at one point, toward the end of the event,
Mhm.
somebody, Martha, presumably will get up and welcome people, make a little speech. And I think just like we've done, just like Sarah, you did, we'll have an open mic and people
Mhm.
can get up there and talk about memories and
Mhm.
that's your friends.
Mhm.
Can talk about her mom or whatever is
Yeah,
appropriate.
yeah. I know when Marilyn has been in touch with Betsy French and Betty Richard. And Betty, I think Betsy said, no, they would not like to be speakers, So, and so that's fine. But if they are so moved to say a few words, that would be great, but it's not, and probably the, toward the end that Paul said, if you have any kind of presentation or anything, don't do it at the beginning because then people leave. Do it toward the end. So that's when we'll hold up the plaque and explain all that. But toward the beginning, I may say, please, this microphone is available. Come on up anytime. I would love to tell the story of the first time I played with Kathy Cooley. It's a great story. Because I put her ball on the green. Oh my God. That was my first day with the 18-hole league. Anyway, so everybody's going to have stories. Your hole in one, we'd love to hear how that felt and that sort of thing. So all during the 2 hours, and I only have it from 4 to 6. I mean, if we go over, that's not a big deal, but that's what the invitation says. We can go longer, I'm sure.
Martha,
Yes.
this is, I would be happy to help with the invitations if I can
Oh.
help out.
Well, I need the list from Sarah of those 60 people that she sent them to. And then if you want to get together after golf sometime, when I get the postcards, we can sit down and address them.
I'd be happy to. Do
That'd
you
be
do it
great.
labels or hand address them? Or-
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
fine. I'd be really happy to do that.
Okay, thank
Help
you.
out. I feel
And
like I haven't.
put the
yeah.
stamps on, that sort of thing.
Yep,
I'm supposed to get them on the 17th.
of May.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at my calendar.
Yeah.
So the next day is Wednesday, the 18th. And that's when we will definitely
So why don't we
have
just
them
plan on it?
plan on it. Anybody
Unless-
else too will be upstairs at the big table.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want
Sarah, I
to
really
stop-
need that list because I don't know where you came up with 10 more people. I'd love to know who they are.
Do you
Well,
want
I
me to
know,
stop?
I used your list, Martha.
Yeah, I just had 50.
I didn't add anybody,
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
don't think.
Okay. The,
I don't think.
I only put in bold 50 people's names that I had confirmed.
Oh, I didn't just do bold, I did everybody.
Oh, no. Okay.
I did every
That's
name you
amazing.
had on the list,
Okay. Okay.
not just bold.
Yeah, the others that weren't in bold print, I could not confirm on any address by doing searches for them. So, but surprisingly, they probably just got pitched if they weren't.
Well, a few of them I knew.
Yeah.
So a few of them I
Okay.
got, so I knew that
You
was
did them. Okay.
correct. And
Well-
a couple of them I knew had passed away.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I,
Marie Deem had passed away. I don't know why I put her in bold. We knew she was gone, but anyway.
did she? I wasn't sure about her.
Yeah, she passed away.
She
She's
did?
on our memorial event, and everything, and her card came back just
Okay.
like 2 days ago. So, and what we mailed them at the end of March. So somebody found it apparently and said, she's not here.
Martha, would you
Yes.
like me to pick up stamps?
Yeah, postcard stamps.
Okay,
Not, I have lots of regular mail, but yes, if you would do that, that would be great. And
Okay.
Sarah,
And
and keep track, keep your receipts.
Sarah, do you remember how much, how many did you, 60 or whatever?
Well, I ordered, or I bought 80 because I wanted some for myself. And as I said, I used 62.
Okay,
And I think they were like 40 or something. They weren't half.
okay,
They're more than half of the, what regular is what, 55?
yeah,
Something like 40 cents each,
okay.
something like that.
So
I
if I
left
buy
Florida,
60, is that enough? 60 or?
That's more than enough. Yeah.
You want me to
that's
go
more-
50?
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking up the price.
It's okay. It's not
Okay.
gonna- we need them one way or the other, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. So I will pick up postcard stamps.
All right, that's great. Okay. Kathy's still here and I thought she had to be going away. So,
I am. I'm just
Okay.
driving, so I'm listening.
oh my gosh, good for you. Be careful. Okay. That's amazing. Okay, I haven't heard back.
Can I interrupt one real quick
Absolutely.
um,
Sure.
off the subject? And this is kind of a, because some of the ladies that you're asking as guests and are elderly, is there a way for them to get to the venue? Is there a handicap access for them to get to the venue?
Oh,
Do
that's
they
a
ride
great
golf
question.
carts up to the, would we have someone providing that? Because I don't know of any other way. You can't drive the car up there, can you?
Well,
Yeah,
you could
I
drive
don't
to the front
know.
entrance.
Mm,
I
You
think
can
that's
drive a
that
car
would be a
up to the front
question.
door.
You
You can't
can?
park.
Yeah,
there,
there's a
but-
circular
Okay,
drive.
okay,
yeah.
then that's not a problem. And a few people I've already heard are going to be picking up, like Tindy McBain, no, who is it? Oh, Karen Barry's picking up Harriet Celine. So, some of us know these former members and can offer to pick them up. That would be fine. Once we know, yeah. But that's a good question, Kathy, because it's,
Yeah.
the only thing I can say about the facility is that when Stephanie and I sat down in those comfortable chairs in the grill, and then I looked outside and saw those hard outdoor chairs, I thought, this is great. If we can be indoors, some of the women, I think, will be much more comfortable. They're very adequate chairs, very upholstered and comfortable. So that was a great relief. It seems it's not a busy time for them at the course. So she didn't seem to have any issues with what we needed. Well, I think this was incredibly productive. We have the bag tag and the coaster. We have the design, I think, as close as we're going to get it. The lower design that has the half blue at the bottom and okay. We have the food, the invitations, the RSVPs, the way to collect the money, how to, I will be paying with a check from our account. Yes, Stephanie.
How are we going to get the word out to the people in the league?
Well, we
email-
did at the first meeting and it'll just be email to the league.
Well,
Yeah, we're not going to
Including-
do postcards to them or anything. It'll just be an
No.
email message. They
Just
know the
some-
date and so as far as the payment and all that, it'll have to be an email.
Okay.
Mhm.
You can also put a couple of the postcards up on the bulletin board.
Yes, and information for writing the check and who to give it to and that sort of thing, or the Cheddar account. But so I think Kathy said she's going to test it. She'll put she's got it almost set up and she'll put $1 in it and see if the dollar gets deposited in our checking account.
Mhm.
And then we're good to go. It was so nice. Marilyn walked up to us at the opening meeting and wanted to hand us $20. So I said, I'm not even sure that's the amount yet. Just hold on to it. But I think it'll be really, really nice. And Paul, when yeah, just a little background on when we were first organized. The most accurate date we could find for the 18 hole was 1970. In 1969, we know that there were a lot of women playing together. They were some played 18, some played 9 in 1969. It was just one list. The first time we saw a list of a chairman for 18 hole and a chairman for 9 hole was 1970. So, so that's the best we could do. We, Paul and Kelsey and Katie, a former worker there at the desk, we went through boxes, and Julie Gerber went through everything she had from 9 hole, and that's why we came up with 1970. Makes it easy every 50 years. So, and it's, of course, it's belated because of COVID. We couldn't do anything 2 years ago like this.
And I played in 1970.
Yes,
That's how old I am.
she's in the inaugural, any mention we can find of an 18 hole group. And unfortunately, the only binders I have that came from Karen started in 1995, Jerry Barnes. And so nothing before that. The Radrick Archives has nothing before that. So what Julie Gerber and I are doing with our league binders that we have, I'm keeping the one I'm working on now, and I'm keeping Karen Barry's with me now in my house. But the other 3 or 4 binders, I'm having Radrick keep up in their archives. That way, future chairman, if they want to go way back, they will have Paul pull them out of the archives for them, and so they can look at them. But it's a shame, because I know there were incredible years. For 20 years there, or 25 years there, there was an 18 hole league, but we have no documentation from that. It's really too bad.
We weren't as organized back then.
You must have been. I can't believe you weren't organized.
I remember Carolyn Bartle was in charge for a few of those years, but you know, she's in Illinois, and
Yeah,
so
yeah, and anybody
No.
who's passed away who was a chairman, their kids probably pitched them, you know, if they saw them in the house or something, they wouldn't
Yep.
care about that. So we'll try to keep better records. Sarah, I have a great big poster on the board. So
oh,
we
good.
had no game on May 4th. We had a couple people play, and a couple of our new people figured out fringe golfers all by themselves and put their scores in. We have some really bright ladies. Well, we're all bright, but
But there were no winners or
no
anything.
winners, no, we're not, no putts, no, nothing. So this will be the first week, and we have 28 coming tomorrow. So
A beautiful day tomorrow to
it's
play golf.
gorgeous. I know. Put your sunblock on.
Yeah.
I nominate Sarah to be one of the first speakers at the open mic, because, right? I mean, Martha, you get up and you say, hey, this is our 50th anniversary. Oh, and by the way, we have someone who's played all those 50
That's great.
52 years. And we won't let her stop. That's great.
I can tell you what I
Someone
remember
can-
from 70, but it wasn't much.
Okay. Well, you collected dues, I'm sure, and you had games and you had rosters, but all that's missing. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway. Boy, I hope I didn't forget anything, but that's.
You guys have done just great work pulling this whole thing together. And I thought the postcards were beautiful. Both of
Oh,
them.
good, good.
Yeah, I thought they were really neat looking.
That's
yeah.
that's Vistaprint, and that design was approved by Sarah. I gave her
Yep.
some choices.
They are beautiful. They're really pretty. I like them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really nice. And that's a great idea, Sarah. I've got the extras No, I don't have the extras, but I have some. that
I
are original.
have them for you.
You have some, you can put them up on the board somewhere or something. Yeah. Okay, thank
You know,
you.
we could always put them on, in the, well, never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, okay,
Give them to current members, you know, on a Wednesday, just,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
well, they'll get lots of reminders, don't worry. You know me, I communicate. I'm a communicator.
You're really good at it too. You do a great job.
Well, Martha, you're gonna be there tomorrow, right?
Oh, yes,
At the game, at the game. at
yes,
the-
I'm playing
course?
with you.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
looked at it a long time ago. I don't remember.
yes, I'm playing with you.
So I will give you the extra postcards
Great.
and the coupon
Okay,
and
And-
the list. I've got my list that I've done. It's all in my hand and it's messy, so I don't know whether I have
Okay.
enough time tonight to
oh, okay.
do it for you, but
I have
Well,
it, you
great.
know, I printed out what I sent to you. So I'm sure it's the same as what you wrote down, except I didn't have
No, there are a lot that are
Angada.
different because
I didn't have-
I did research too, so.
Okay, so you've got a few extras. Well, we should sit down sometime and compare. Postcards aren't going to get here for another week, so
Do you
at
want
that
to do
point-
that tomorrow after golf?
that'd be fine.
Do you have time?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep, I
we'll do that
do.
tomorrow after golf.
Let me just look at my calendar. Yes, I do. So I'll bring my list too. Whoops, where's my Zoom? Yeah, I'll bring my list too, and you can tell me who you added and
Okay.
yeah, it's great. Whew. Well, I
Okay, well,
did
then
this
maybe
for
it's
a
one's
group of
different.
alumni from Michigan when we had our 125th anniversary at one of the chapters on campus. And I don't know, I mean, we had it at the league, we had a pianist who played our songs, so I was the board president at the time. So this is nothing.
Yeah.
This is easy. And we collected $500,000 in donations.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
Yeah, for
wow.
our 125th to
Wow.
renovate the chapter house. So, yeah,
Wow.
so this is nothing.
Wow.
What chapter?
It's on Tappan. It's got the white
Tappan?
picket, it's got the white picket fence. Just half a block from the business school on Tappan.
Were you a Kappa or a Pi Phi?
A Pi Phi. Yeah,
Pi
Oh.
Phi.
yeah, Pi Beta Phi. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, anyway. Oh, and if you ever see Barbara McCord, no, the attorney that's always on MSNBC, she's from the chapter.
Oh,
Oh,
Pi Phi from the chapter. Was the federal attorney in Detroit and now is a commentator and on MSNBC. And another famous one is Jacobson. What's her first name? She is a CBS sports announcer. Like she'll be interviewing at the Super Bowl. Dana Jacobson.
Mm.
She was in that chapter too. So yeah. I wasn't. I went to school in Ohio. Okay.
thank you, everybody. I gotta go.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, take
I am so
care.
blessed. You
Yeah.
are the best. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to end
okay.
it.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.